give me a T. T, give me a G. G, give me an I. I, give me an F. F. TGIF, everybody. Thank goodness. We could do TFGIF. Thank freaking goodness. It's Friday night. We'll just start adding all sorts of letters. Hey everybody, hello. It is so great to be able to spend this evening with you again. Thank you so much for joining us here on Massively Overpowered Television. And as it's a Friday night, as we are wont to do almost all the time, I mean, occasionally there are changes, but for the most part, it is AQ3D night. Woohoo! I am your host today and most every Friday night, MJ. Pleasure to meet you if we haven't, or I'm sorry that you have this new experience. Perhaps I won't scar you too much. Scar, scare, you know, whatever fits. It is good to be with you all. It is nice because tonight is going to be... Okay, I was about to say it was going to be a chillaxy night. But we're talking about housing. And housing is not a chill thing for MJ. Housing is a big freaking deal thing for MJ. She is all about the housing, and I am happy to say that I had a nice long talk with Artix this week. I got a call, and we were able to chat about a lot of things, and I chatted quite a bit about AQ3D desires. First off, I asked for a house with a pond. I said, Ducky needs a pond. So, hero hangout or something like that, you know? Can we get that in a house form? Also, I had some other new ideas. I was supposed to get them right to him this week. Somebody please implant it in my head. Although, to be fair, I've been lost on what day it is pretty much this whole week. I gotta get that to him. Because there are a couple items, like we were talking about, you know, the ducky on your shoulder piece. We were talking and he's like, oh, that sounds like it'll be really easy. And then he went on with, we need an entire ducky armor set. Ducky belt, ducky pants, ducky hat, ducky... And I'm like, heck yeah. You go, Artix. That's right. Dress full ducky. We're in for that. So, yeah. Everybody likes ducks, right? Okay, maybe not everybody, but... You know. So let's go. Let's go into the housing. Oh, hey. Sure, let's open my chest. That I forget all week. Health potions. I really don't mind getting duplicates because you get points for other stuff. Right? Let's go check out the new housing stuff. So... Oh, wait. Travel... Look, there's a travel button. Did you all see that? Did you all see that? The travel button now, like, has all the travels. Oh, look, it actually looks like it has little buttons everywhere. See, random adventures, town of Babylon, the outskirts. I mean, you got stuff in here, so you don't necessarily have to go to adventures. So, look at this. We got all sorts of stuff. Wow. Love it. Love it. Always good to have a travel menu. But that isn't what I was actually going for. I was going for the housing menu. So we want to go... Oh, we want to look at houses still, don't we? We want to show more houses. Okay. If we inventory... Let's use our build depot. I know there are new items to put in the house. Let's see what kind of... I've always got to check and see if there are new art corner. Oh, I haven't looked at the art corner. Okay, build, battle, believe. I have seen that. That's actually in our stream post. Have a mice day. Oh, we gotta look at all the painting. Oh, look! The abstract duck. Abstract duck made it in. Oh, ha ha! Oh, man. These are great. Oh, a lost boy. There we go. Battle on. With a tennis racket? Really? Oh, man. Oh, very handsome adventure. Oh, my gosh. Who approved this one? Who approved this? Holy cow. Oh my gosh! Oh! Oh my heavens. Okay, I know who that's gonna be. Aww. Wait. Are we holding a dead Zard or are we snuggling a Zard? I mean, that looks like Snuggles. Oh, look at this one. Oh, hi, cat behind the knees. Okay, hi, sweetie. Little kitty of chaos. Oh. Nice. We need this one. Yeah, boy. We gotta buy this one. 500 Moglomancer's tokens. Freak, I don't have that many. Wait, what is that? Mystery. I know it's a mystery. Oh. It's you. Ah, that's really cool. Wait, large decorations? I haven't looked through any of these yet. Oh, a nice mossy statue. Gargoyles! Yeah! I'm waiting to be bit. On the back of my knee. Oh, there we go. Stoic effigy. Oh, love it! Love it. Stop biting me. I'm petting you. Why are you biting? What is with that? What? I'm doing what she wants, and she still love nibbling me, man. Oh, wow. This looks nice. It's too skinny to be a dwarf, though. Beard not nearly long enough. I feel more like they're made by dwarven hands, not that they're dwarven people. Yes, she's biting me. She nibbles at the back of my kneecap. Like, that is an incredibly tender part of skin, folks. She doesn't do it anywhere else. She only does it right there. Aww. This shield always makes me think like it's kind of a happy face. Like, look, you got the part of a smile. Wow. Oh my goodness. And he was hoping to join in tonight. In fact, I'm going to text him right now and see if he's going to show up. I got to hear a good chunk about what was done for the housing and the person like responsible for all this housing. It's amazing. It's so cool. Oh, this is beauteous. I love it. Love it. Atlantean royal seashells, and I have none. Freak. Oh, geez. Wow. That one's... Wow. Drickens. Hello? Hello? Yeah, we've seen a couple of these. They used to be elsewhere. Yeah, some of this stuff used to be elsewhere. This one's hilarious because, you know, no idea what it looks like. Yeah, these we've seen before. I love this. Hello, there's that little bit that we know, and there's all that we don't. Anything new here? You have the Guardian Tower room, the castle room, pocket hangout. Did he take me seriously? No way! No. I just talked to him last Saturday. Do we really have a hero hangout? Do we really? Oh my goodness gracious! I don't know. I don't know. I will give up all my gold for this. I told him I thought it would be really easy, man. It's already a separate zone, right? Oh, and fun fact, there was actually the idea first for there to be like housing hooks, but the person who did housing was like, no, we gotta make it where they can put stuff wherever they want. That guy is my idol. Thank you for not putting housing hooks anywhere. Freak! It happened! Oh my gosh! I said something and it happened. Y'all don't know. This is an amazingly cool feeling. Holy crud! This is the one I'm buying. There's no waterfall, but there is a pond. Do I have enough gold? I probably don't have enough gold. Oh my gosh. Okay, I am... Wow. Y'all, I mean, I'm sure this sounds lame, but this feels like hitting the lottery. Having an idea, like, validated and seeing it real and come to fruition, even if I was only one of probably 20 million voices who wanted this, I just can't even... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I gotta get this place. I mean, I need it because, you know, Ducky needs a pond. Ducky needs a pond. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. There are trees, there's water. I mean, oh my gosh, okay. If you don't have enough gold, we're going back to Nolgath to farm gold and sell tainted gems for gold. Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Wait, how do I... Holy, 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 holy. Oh. Carrot on a stick. Oh, wow. I mean, okay. How much do I have? 7 million? What is this? 50 million or 5 million? That's the question. 1, 2, 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. I have enough. I think. Okay, I'm getting that one, but let's look at some of the other... Green Guard Quarry? Oh, no. No, this isn't the beginning, is it? Because I said I wanted one of the new little intro zone. I wanted Hero Hangout. Oh, okay. Oh, that's the... Oh, that's this one. Okay. Still, if they put a big pond in here somewhere, like... Okay. The intro area would be phenomenal. Alright, let's look at the others. Let's breathe a bit, MJ. Breathe it. We can still farm for gold, man, because I'm spending. Alright, let's just look at all the others. Let's look at all the others. The moon was awesome. Nolgath Chambers. I do not recall that or Lava Caldera. I think these are new. Oh. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at this. Dragons and fire everywhere. Oh, this is definitely a worthwhile. I mean... Okay, this is amazing too. I like it. I like it a lot. See, it's a happy face on the sword spitting out lava. Nah. They're lava tongues. Oh, this is nice. This favorite house number 2 here. And we don't die. Probably good for me. Oh, look how bright Ducky is in here. That's flaming eyeballs feeling, man. Nice. Oh my gosh. Nice, 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 nice. Alright, there's one more that I'm pretty sure we have not seen. And that's Nolgath's Chambers. We've seen Tropical Island, we've seen the Moon Surface, we've seen Dark Castle, Cozy Inn. Then you've got the Castle Room. The Guardian Tower Room. Alright, Nolgath Chambers. Don't buy. Look. Look first. You know, except I came to look at this house as a date, right? I just came to look at the house. To enjoy looking at an old, it's not Victorian, it's Italianate, but, you know, same thing. Just different style, same ostentatious big period time. I just came to look at a house, so saying I'm just gonna look at a house and not buy a house is not exactly completely true here. Wow. Have we seen this one before? I don't think so, but this is cool. Oh, it's got lava too. Oh, man. Get some evil layering going here. This is nice. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. They're nice, and I love the moon. But I must have the heroes hangout. Ducky needs a pond. Ducky needs a pond. We're doing it. There goes all the gold that I've been saving up for how many years of playing this game? It's all going bye-bye. This is the gold sink that will sink MJ. Okay, do it. Buy it. Buy it. Pocket hangout. That's the correct one, right? Okay. Okay, this is like in-game money. Y'all don't know the anxiety I have spending. Even though it's game money, I have... It is 5 million, not 50 million, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Do it. Do it. Do it. Yeah! Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. And I don't have to buy a new housing slot. I believe that, oh yeah, buy something from the shop. Yeah, that was buying something from the shop, let me tell you. You get a new slot every time you buy one of those houses, I believe. See? Pocket hangout. Upgrade. House items. Freak. Oh, I have 1,000 Guardian bonus? Okay, oh. Oh man, I wish we could say friends and guild. Friends and guild. Alright, we're making this public right now. Yeah, we're making it public right now. You know, this is gonna be a drop. Look, there are... Oh, there's no rolls yet. How about... What's the max I can do? Can I do 200 players in there? We might be dropping a ducky to celebrate this house. Not right this second, but... Okay, we need to change the name of this one. I can't take that anymore. Housing title. This one's the closet. That's where I'm gonna store everything. Wait, it actually gets 4,000 items? That tiny little room gets more? What? What? Oh, let's go to the pond. Let's go to the pond. We've got a pond. It is open if any of y'all want to join in here. We've got a pond. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. And I'm not even trying to hide it. And yes, I've already lost control. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, this is so... Now go build. Taco. Oh, I do not have the things necessary to build yet. Now that I have... Okay, so this will be... I will have a... Oh, maybe I won't have a house here. This will be my patio. My garden patio. I'll build the house. Be up this way. Maybe just build a tiny house up on this rock, right? Oh, come on. I know I can get up there a little better than that. There we go. There we go. House here. Oh! Oh! Maybe I will build a bunch of little houses, and this will be a neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? Oh my gosh. Oh. But why would a basic house get 1,000 more item slots than this house? Like, how could that little tiny in-room get 1,000 more item slots than this big place? Just saying. Arctics. Arctics, I know we talked about this, but we need a giant stuffed plushy ducky. We need a plushy ducky. We need a plushy ducky. It's necessary. I'm gonna check the store just in case. Community shop. Yeah, okay. I need to just see how it's gonna look here. See? See how perfect this is? I'm so excited. Oh. She's still over there? That's right. Picture of Ducky enjoying Ducky's new pond. I've died and gone to AQ3D heaven. Oh, okay. Atago's doing important things while I'm just sitting here. This is so beautiful. All right. Okay. Let's try to build. I need stone. I do not have any stone. I only have space age stuff. Oh, that's for the moon. I I could take them out of the other house and use them without doing anything. Okay, that's... Alright, we gotta go back and buy... We gotta go buy some stone. Or wooden housing stuff, stone stuff, I don't know. Oh wow, I have these and I haven't used any of them. Okay. That's unlocked furniture collections. I don't have any of those. Alright, let's look at... Is there a furniture collection I would like? Legion house kit? Alright, no. I'm looking for more... Here we go. Wooden beams. Do we want to build out of wood or stone? I like stone. Alright, that's aged stone. Oh, I've only got 31. Oh, sure not gonna be able to build much. Stone chimney? Wow, can't see that pillar, can we? Oh, you can actually buy oak trees, that's right. I could make more of a forest in my house. I'm gonna... I'm gonna die of lack of funds, aren't I? We could just try to make a nest. You know, like with the bushes. This will be our fire pit, you know. Alright, we need some walls, right? Let's start with 5. I do want that, but it's... Yeah, we're getting it. Even though it's 5 blocks. Oh no, we want a lit one. Whoa. Let's pay attention, MJ. Oh, the lit one's 10! Oh, crud. That's like... Oh. Oh, wait, no, I could buy wooden stuff. Okay. Do we want rough stone or stone? Heap of coins. And a pile of coins. And just coins. That's medium. Alright. Let's do this again. Rough stone. I think we'll go with rough stone. Plain versus nice. Oh. Alright. So, rough stone block wall. Let's buy 10. And plain wooden wall. We're gonna buy 4 of them to start with. Patched wooden bench? Oh, bed. Alright, we got a couple items. Oh, does Ducky despawn when I leave? Or did somebody actually come in and kill it? Can I build up there? Or is there a block that will prevent that? We need to see. Whoops, did I just put another one down? I did just put a second one down. Oh, but I can't seem to walk on the other one. Oh. No, it doesn't look like I can build a house over there. Shucks! I was really hoping that I could climb up and get a house built up here. Alright. No EQ2 boundary breaking things.
Is it safe?
Is it ever safe around me?
Greetings and salutations.
Hello! How are you doing tonight?
I'm super fantastic, but I'll get better. How are you?
Well, I am running around my own little hero's hangout right now, which a week ago was just a dream. So I'm pretty excited. I just need a giant plushy ducky to sit in here.
All right.
I need this.
Find a way to get to your dream. Firing up the... It is weird calling it X, even after all this time.
I don't. It's Twitter, and I'm not gonna switch. I'm sorry. I'm not changing names. I will for people, okay. People want to be called something different, but...
Okay.
So, since there is a ducky, you know, giant and fluffy, and how hard would it be to make a stuffed one?
Like in real life?
No, so I can put it in my house here. I mean... I already have a real stuffed ducky. I mean, I don't need to add more. He gets jealous if I do that.
I think we can... Okay, help me get to your stream, so...
I'm on Massively Overpowered. Here, let me get you the link.
Ooh, I can do that. And I go to here. Oh my gosh, I didn't even make the marketing post. More responsible than I am. Okay, and...
So you could even just use that click there and get to it from there. I'm planning things out now. This is like the most non-fighting. I may have to go out and fight. As Atago said, we may be gold farming.
Hey, Atago.
Yes, a taco. It is who you think it is.
Okay, so would you say that you are doing housing stuff?
Yes. We toured new housing things. We saw that Hangout was a house, and we bought it, and now we don't have a lot of things to put in our house right now, but let's go put some flowers in the middle of the pond. We can do that.
Okay, now I'm in. All right. Dun, 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 dun. So, how was your week?
I don't know how my week is. I have a duck pond. That's all I know right now. I'm excited to have a duck pond.
So, what did I just commit to a couple minutes ago?
A stuffed duck.
A stuffed duck for housing item.
Yes. I mean, if you're gonna say you committed to it, I'm not gonna say any different. I'm just, yeah, I'm not
What
gonna.
size do you want it to be? Please state the size and shape and the nature of your ducky house item.
Well, I mean, you can make it bigger or smaller, right? It would conform to the housing rules, or would it not?
Okay, so it's just a ducky, and then you can put it in and make it whatever size you want.
Yeah. Because I spawned one in here, but he doesn't stay.
And how would you like people to get said house item?
Off the Mega Ducky would be awesome. Or you could get it from tokens on the community shop from the Ducky. We definitely need more more things in the community shop. Oh yeah,
What-
I'm trying to decorate. No, I'm not. I'm talking to Artix about ducks.
What percentage drop would you like it to be from the
Can we do both? Can they save up tokens and buy one and then have it be a,
5%?
Sure. You can never have too many ducks.
And what's the name of the spawnable item? Do you know the exact name?
We have to give it a name because I don't think it has a name. Oh, okay. When I spawn him, hang on everybody. When I spawn him, it is under, hold on, I passed it. Massive Ducky Duck. No, that's the feather. Hold on. Ducky deployer. Well, don't
Okay.
give other people a deployer.
Can you use the deployer? Let's see what it spawns.
Oh, okay, it spawns it's not the Duckyzilla anymore. I think he's called Mega Ducky.
Massive mega ducky.
Angel's Massive Ducky. Oh, because I've deployed it. Yes, Massive Ducky.
Okay, I have sent this to Clarion, and this is not an unreasonable ask. Sorry for my cough.
No
All right. So by sending that to, it's crazy that Clarion is now the responsible one, and now the student becomes the master.
It's awesome.
On that topic, my kids have now watched all of the original Star Wars, and then we watched Episode 1 last weekend.
Oh.
I think that was after we talked. Saturday.
Yes.
And it wasn't bad!
Well, it is kind of made for little ones, isn't it?
Well, except for the third one. The third one is lit.
Alright, let's turn this around. We're putting
Anyways,
flowers on
here.
our island.
All right.
It's
Hi.
named Ducky Ducky Pond.
I'm gonna butcher this. Oi Matrexo? Oi Matrexo! And Cleopatra with a capital K.
Yes.
If we had a Keymaster character, we should name her Cleopatra.
Who's gonna be the gatekeeper? You cannot have a keymaster without the gatekeeper.
I'm Zul. Well, you have a lot of flowers to go around.
Yes, I'm putting flowers on the island here, and they're noting that is one thing I've looted a lot of. Look, duck is following me. Hello.
Is he
See?
attacking you?
Nope. He doesn't really have attacks.
Oh. He just huggles.
Yep. But this is what... Get one of these, drop them off, add them to the shop so people could spend more coins. Oh, yeah. I was telling everybody when we started... Okay, this is something I probably should talk about on my own channel more. But we're doing housing, so this works. You were talking about a whole ducky outfit. I started with shoulders, and then you're like, every ducky. Ducky feet.
Yes. More duckies.
All ducky all the time.
Or Duckytron. Ducky gloves, ducky armor, ducky boots, ducky belt, ducky head, ducky back items, ducky pet.
Just all the duckies.
Okay, so let's talk about something crazy. Let's make this memorable. What would you guys in chat like to know? Ask MJ anything.
They hear enough about my life. They're like, okay, she's too weird. Oh wait, no, we wanna make that bigger. Big flowers for a big ducky.
So I could get in trouble and tell everybody the things I overheard in the staff meetings
Oh,
that haven't been certified. That always gets me in trouble.
don't get yourself in trouble. We want them to...
Did you ever notice how, like, no matter what I do, I get in trouble?
Yeah.
Humorously get in trouble no matter what I do. So, like, here's some ideas. What if there was, like, a war to raise the level cap?
Wait, a war like Camp Gonna Get Ya?
Yeah, but like a good war.
You want us to go to war?
You go to war to raise the level cap. See, it sounds bad when you put it like that. Okay.
Cleopatra, was that good idea for the war thing, or was that for plushie
Ask
duckies?
me anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was from a bit ago, because
I had not looked over in a bit, so...
Chicago wants to know where's Ducky Ducky's attacks, and the answer is...
Yeah.
What
See?
attack would a Ducky Ducky have? Do we have a Huggle attack? Can we build a new Huggle attack?
Oh, come on, we made a whole list once.
Shoots
There
laser
was
duckies,
the...
spawns little Ducky Duckies.
There was the flock you, where
God.
the whole flock, you know, it's attacks like in the pirate one, you know, the birds and the cracker flock around. Just have
Well, you
little
got that one
ducks.
down.
Oh yes,
Just-
Atago says, do you remember Frostvale when the Trobbles have attacks? He said just give Ducky Ducky the Trobble attacks.
Oh, that would work. Because we did kind of just hijack a giant trouble and stick a beak on it.
I
It looks good, like it's unique, but
You know what? I do. I feel like my two contributions to this game were Troubles. Because you didn't think about Troubles until I brought up Ducky Ducky.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Yes. Troubles and Heroes hang out now. I don't care.
Jackbird.
If
I don't drive my mount faster than I can see.
I know
there are
least
no
20...
yokai isle girls with green eyes.
There are 2 with green eyes. No! See, when he exits combat, he goes right back to his pawn.
Has anybody in chat actually seen Big Trouble in Little China? Do you have any idea?
I own the movie. I own it. I love that movie.
On VHS or DVD?
Possibly both, but I definitely do have DVD.
Oh, I love that movie so much.
I love that movie.
The 3 storms, like, they were like. I wish they had more screen time. Oh my god.
Oh, Fire Free says hello to you.
Okay, so we gotta talk about something.
We're talking about old movies.
We're gonna switch the games. So the kids and I beat Final Fantasy over the weekend, and Dage told me that he's never beat Final Fantasy. He's gone to the final boss and got destroyed and got stuck.
Oh, I've never played it.
So I invited him over. We had dinner, and then we went.
And you showed off to him?
Final Fantasy.
Oh!
Yeah.
I was gonna say, did you rub it in his nose in it or something?
Oh, God, no. No.
Look at my kids beat the game that you haven't. That would be mean, man.
He was talking about like how bad he was struggling. I'm like, what? Like, we didn't even use a spell through the end of the game. Because, has anybody here in chat played Final Fantasy 1? Doesn't matter if it's the remaster or the original. The Final Fantasy that started it all.
Yeah, no, I've only played 14 and 11, the 2 MMOs.
Oh, okay. The game that was named extremely incorrectly. First Fantasy.
The first, yeah.
So the strategy was, the kids, like, we all named like the characters after us, and we all like kind of identified with the characters. So my daughter was the healer, and my oldest son was the red mage because he could do like black magic and white magic and fight, and like he wanted to be a black mage, but we didn't like the composition, so we re-rolled him as a red mage.
Okay.
And then my youngest son, who's the one that broke my nose, he I lost trial by combat for bedtime. For anybody not familiar with the story, like I legitimately lost that one. First time he ever beat me in a fight. I was like, well, that'll do it. Cracked my nose back in place. Eventually the bleeding stopped and the black eyes went away. And then the next day, I go, and normally when I go in, he'd challenge me to trial by combat to stay up later. But he was standing on the bed, and I come in and he doesn't say anything. Because I feel bad that he broke my nose the previous day. And there's like this awkward silence. And then I'm like, Iger, trial by combat! And then it like gets this giant smile, and we like lock up, and you hear my wife, she's like, what are you guys doing? You're gonna... It's like falling off a horse. I like pick him up and slam him down, and it's important. So anyways, he was the black belt, so, but the black belt / monk, but when the monk gets high enough, they can basically just one punch everything. You take all the armor off them, take all the weapons, and they just like one punch like every boss monster. It becomes One Punch Man.
Really?
So my dive through the final dungeon, like they have a boss gauntlet where you like refight all the bosses, and Kiger just one-shots them all. Like, it's crazy. And because we like really project onto our characters, like every time he like hits them, like all the kids like celebrate and stuff. And so Dage comes in, he's like, oh, this fight was really, really hard when I fought it and stuff. And we're rolling through the dungeon. He's like, so I used like every spell I had. You're like, no, and watch this. Kill everything except like every time you get into a big fight and you start losing health, kill all the monsters except for one. Get one weak one. And then have Ardix just like use like an item that doesn't do anything. And then all of the other characters have these like freebie healing items that you just like use the item to like a healing staff, a healing helm. And then the entire party just like heals itself. You sit there and you farm this monster for heals because the monster will hit you for 20, but you'll heal for 80. So you end up just filling your party. And he's like, this is cheating. I'm like, no, this is math. RPG math. So anyways, we beat Chaos, and we kind of like take the celebratory shot of like, you know, him holding the NES controller in front of the title screen. We send it over to Faith, and feels pretty good. And then we went and sword fought for real in the other room, and man, Kiger is vicious. Like that kid is like he has some control, don't get me wrong, but like you should like I have video of him and Dage fighting is glorious.
Oh my goodness.
And like he caught him off guard, like got him with the first shot. He just wasn't ready for it because, you know, my oldest is like so cautious. And Kiger was like, "Rah!" So
you're like, this is the child that broke my nose. I mean, why are you doubting here?
He's got a rep. He's 5 years old with a rep. Oh, there's Clarion. He heard that I was leaking game information, came running to stop me.
Well, you know, you do need to be stopped sometimes. But I'm trying to be responsible.
Where is it? Where is the leak? It's everywhere. It's like a piñata. No, the other thing. A spaghetti strainer. I'm a spaghetti strainer of information.
No, you're the Tom Holland of...
Oh my god.
that guy's never gonna live that down. So,
then, after we beat Final Fantasy 1, now we beat Dragon Warrior first. In Japan, it was called Dragon Quest. For legal reasons, they had to call it Dragon Warrior. But it became Dragon Quest again. That was one that Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, he drew the art for that one. Wait. Yeah. What? Did he do both? I can't remember. He definitely did Dragon... Yeah, he did Dragon Warrior. So we beat Dragon Warrior, and then we did Final Fantasy 1, and I think we just go straight to Final Fantasy 10 next. What do you guys think?
1 to 10? I mean, sounds legit.
Because, like, I don't know, like, 10 was my favorite Final Fantasy of all time. Like, I found that game just, like, I connected so much with it. Final Fantasy 9's pretty good, too. But very wordy. Final Fantasy 10, like, I used to, go to where the chocobo races are. Like, I'd have my PlayStation out, and I'd go to where the chocobos are, and I'd just leave it playing and have that theme song on the entire time I was like working for like multiple days.
Nice. Artix, don't hate me. I have another idea.
Okay.
Not
the responsible one's in chat, so this is happening.
Not just a still ducky, but even rarer, a big one that walks around like the deployed one. Can you guys have pets that walk around houses to make it more lifelike?
Clarion, can we do that?
Because look at him, he's just walking around, playing in the pond. It looks so awesome.
I think he said no, but I think he meant yes. It was like a no, but it was like a weird no. It like just has that yes energy about it.
Hey, Claire, I'm gonna tell you, I tried to keep him from promising anything, okay? I do. I try to be responsible.
It's been like a whole 5 minutes since I've been in trouble. Let's go.
So that you guys don't ban him from talking to me anymore. Oh, we don't have the tech for it? Okay.
Wait, is it a monster? Like, is the house item just a house item, or is it like a monster? Because you can just set it to wonder if it's a monster. But
oh my gosh, could you give people monsters for house items? That would be pretty funky. But we do want a house item plushie. Okay, if it just sits still, that's okay.
And house items are
house items are house items. Okay. All right.
Fine. Jeez.
But that means the house item is possible.
Yeah.
There we
House
go.
item?
There we go. A big plushy ducky. A rare drop in the duck and buy them in the community shop. Be perfect. Oh, Ataga, where's my house gonna be? Okay, so I was seeing if you could kind of do a breakout thing like in EQ2 and stuff. So I was trying to put it up on that ridge, but I can't. There's an invisible wall. So I'm gonna build my house over here. And I actually think I might make a number of little houses. Make this a little duck community, or
It's just a wee little house. A little cottage.
or I was gonna build one up top of build a little tiny one up top there, or maybe I'll just make it a nest. There should be a nest up there.
Nest. Have some eggs and sit on them.
Yes, a ducky nest up here. Come on, that's perfect.
Hey, massively OP. This is from Flight Saber. SSG put out an all call for streamer journalists to contact their CM. Wait to see Doe's race class Monday. Exclusive La Mania preview is in there Fridays at 4. Just wanted to tip y'all in.
Oh, well. Thank you. The best thing to do with that is throw it in on the contact button on massivelyop.com. Get it to our editor and... What would make a nest? Flowers. There's no, like, straw things.
More flowers!
We need a... What the heck? Did my flowers just go away? Oh, no. Draw distance did.
So, my police officer buddy came over yesterday while we were playing Final Fantasy because we were playing too good. We got arrested. And so he was hanging out, and I told him that I pulled both my hamstrings and blew out my knee and my ankle running because we've been doing these like crazy runs, right? And he's like, "Oh, I got the perfect thing for you." And he brings this like medieval torture device out of the back of his like car. And I'm sitting there like using it, and like, you know, my wife's just like cracking up because like it's really inappropriate looking using this thing. But my legs feel better. Oh, speaking of the devil, I think he's here.
Your police friend? Are you getting arrested on stream?
We summoned him. I'll be right back.
Are we? Artix is getting swatted on our stream.
MJ is about to get arrested. I'll be back.
So yeah, Tago, I thought of maybe putting a little house up here at the top, or just following along the road and putting some little houses. Now that I have it, I didn't really have time. I did not think this would be implemented so quickly, okay? I have not mentally prepared where I would put the house. But I gotta find something that would make a good nest. Good nesting material, you know?
On good behavior.
Oh, they can allow you back?
Okay, so it was not my police officer friend. It was... I saw the car, like, normally what he does is he parks the police car at the end of the street, and then he comes in. I saw the car there, and I yelled out something, and I hear, "Wrong house!" He drives away. So this guy just went to the wrong house. So...
You just scared somebody. That's what it is. Yeah.
Oh. I'm very intimidating for someone of my size. I thought she'd be taller with a deeper voice.
Alright.
I'm like normal human size. I'm just, you know. if you're building a game
Stop.
character in an RPG, like
Stop trying to
you wouldn't-
convince people you're human. No one's ever
Sorry.
gonna believe. Oh, Taco says
Fail.
to inspect. Yeah, it's like, this whole stream is gonna be nothing but me running around this amazing new housing area.
well, the housing prices now, this is really where it's at. Maybe we should let people sell houses.
Well, you have a real estate office, but nobody can get inside. Like, I was so shocked you did not put this stuff inside the real estate office.
Yeah, hear me out. So you build a house, right? You spend all this time like putting this house together, and then you make it available for sale. And then other players can either with gold or like something they can just buy the house.
Yep, possible.
Then you can have that house. That would be so cool.
Atago, I'm inspecting. What am I looking at? Other than you've got all these great stats. Level 50 fishing, man. There is the builder's roll, yes. Oh no, I'm not asking you to make a nest. No, I'm saying I want items that would... Oh, so, okay. Help me with this one. Why the... the restriction of anything that someone who's building in your house uses only items from your inventory and not theirs. Like if somebody, if a group of you were coming together to try to do a group build, but they couldn't use anything that's theirs, it's only stuff that's in your housing inventory. Is that
Okay, that's a
tech
great
thing,
question.
or is it trying
Honestly,
to...
I bet you it never crossed anybody on the code side's mind, because all of the data is dependent on your inventory if you're the owner of the house. Because if they're not there, you can't access their data because they're not even on the server. It doesn't even get loaded.
Okay.
So it's your data.
All right, so that is intentional. Okay. Is there any possibility of some kind of trade or something?
I think that might actually be a tough one technically.
Okay.
Like,
so in other words,
But it-
I
it's-
actually have to personally grind enough stuff to build my house. So I mean, in that way, although others have said, "Hey, have someone help you build," and I'm kind of like, "Heck no, building is my mojo, man. I can't give that up." But I have helped numerous people in building their homes and stuff in other games. So,
do other games have that feature?
oh yes, absolutely.
Like using your stuff, but do you have to like actually use a resource, or is it like infinite
No,
amount
they
of it?
actually it's a separate item. In the guild houses in Lotro, everybody in the guild could put something down. If it was a bound item,
Oh, if you submit your stuff to the guild, and then everybody can use that.
and let's see, I mean, it's just it's whoever puts it down, and only there are bound items. So when the house gets picked up or something, it goes and transfers back to that person's inventory. But for the most part, anything put down in somebody's home is automatically, then if you pick it up, it goes in their inventory. But they don't have this kind of system where you have a little house items. Path of Exile has it like this, where you have an inventory where it's at and you take it out of its own inventory. The other games, it's just an item that is in an inventory. So if you put it down, someone else picks it up, then it's theirs.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah. So that's different. So that's why I was wondering if that was a given or...
Yeah.
So that's okay. I'm learning.
So-
Having the housing person here giving me, answering questions. Just overriding what Arctic says,
Well, yeah. So, to anyone just joining us, hi, I'm Ardix, one of the creators of AdventureQuest 3D, and Clarion's in chat. And always an honor to be here on your stream where I can talk about things like the cat that I have, despite being allergic to cats.
Cats are the best, though.
But it doesn't come inside the house because we kind of adopted a stray, and for the last year and a quarter, we've been feeding this cat. But it finally got to the point where it'll walk up to us now.
Oh, wait. All my cats are kind of in your face. You missed it. Hanen was coming up, biting the back of my knee so that I'd pet her earlier. That's her thing.
I mean, this thing was hunting lizards in our front yard. We have a rabbit, this black tuxedo cat, which we named Kitty because we're very creative with names. And your kitty likes to bite you. Is that Clay's?
Yeah, she just nibbles a little bit, on the back of me. It's only me. When I'm sitting at the computer. And she wants me to pet her. So I have to pet her while I'm streaming. And then sometimes I'm just not petting fast enough and she's still... Yeah. That's life in my house. Shmi just likes to come lay on me. He's the big chunky boy. Where is my kitty cam? Yeah, they have not been... They will not hang out at the desk right now. And the shelf is full of moglins and plushies, so... I've got to get them where they'll come and hang out in kitty cam land again. Hello, Gold Raven!
Ooh, hi, Gold Raven.
If y'all have questions, feel free, throw them out. I mean, he's here, what's he gonna do? He can't escape.
Hey, Gold Raven, you guys sent me that giant doc, and I have not reviewed it yet. I know that's a high priority thing, so I will get to that as soon as I get freed up here. I ended up work for the day, and then I went to go feed and get the kids baths, and then MJ messaged me. I'm like, oh my god, it's late! And I come running because I promised her last week that I would
Well,
so
being as long as you're not, I'm not the reason you're neglecting the kids.
just out on the street, rolling around, starving. That's fine. That police guy will come by soon enough.
Yes.
My friend tweeted me, representative from the Child Protection Agency.
No, I've worked in that. It's
in the police?
No, CPS.
I'm sorry, I was being witty. I was trying to be witty. That whole thing about trying to be human, working on it. I'm a real boy.
I'm a real troublemaker. I can admit that. Let's see, how big do I want to make this?
So I'm trying to think what appropriate stories I have for chat.
Oh, we need appropriate stories, huh? Gold Raven, is this how you thought housing would be, Ardix, with this extreme freedom? Or did you picture it more AQ-ish? AQW. Okay, let me tell y'all. I said earlier that when Ardix was talking to me about housing last weekend, he was talking about hooks.
Hooks?
Yeah, where items had to be placed in certain things, and then you were
Spawn
saying...
points.
Yeah, he came and was all, hey, then why don't we just let him place it wherever? And I said, that person is now my favorite idol.
Broom tool is the best.
Yes.
So,
no housing should ever be.
Well, AQ Worlds wasn't either, and the answer to Gold Raven's question is a great story. So thank you, Gold Raven.
Story time.
When we went to go make housing for IMVU was really popular back then, and they were all point based, so you'd click on something and move to those points, and so I kind of imagined, well, we'd build these housing assets, and then you'd have to place stuff, and then the team was like, well, we can just give them freedom of placing stuff, so you just kind of place it anywhere. but you couldn't resize stuff in AdventureQuest Worlds. Like
Oh.
I guess we could have in hindsight, like maybe we can in Infinity, but I thought the freedom like in AQ Worlds was really, really good because, I set the base of what I wanted and then they just went like crazy with it. So 2.5 years ago or whenever it was, that one New Year's, and I just kind of like off the cuff, I was like, hey, we're doing housing. And housing was on the list. It was one of the things coming up. Maybe it wasn't something that, the entire team was fully on board with, but normally I just pick a direction and we go and we build that stuff. But then we lost the two like key people, the programmers who would have implemented that. And it happened like within like a couple, like it was like February, I think. And it was a huge setback blow to AQ3D. Like I could sit here and just like do my little sob story of like what a bad hand we've just been dealt like throughout the history. Like just the timing of everything being bad the fact that we are still here and pushing forward, like, is a huge testament to the commitment and persistence of our team. Because we got handed like some really bad hands. And then I was like, well, okay, we'll get some new programmers and we'll do housing. And we brought on some more people, and then we went through new troubles. And then, finally we're like, well, like can we do it now? Like 2 years later. And then this new team member, Broomtool, joined the team. And he's really talented. He did a little thing to help us on Dungeons and Doom nights. He's been instrumental in some of the music stuff. He's really, really close friends with John Gar. I was really impressed with him. Zoom's super impressed with him. And I said, hey, can we add this like sort button to the inventory? And he's like, sure. And I went in, I couldn't do it because my skill with Unity wasn't high enough at the time. And and then he just like took it and like he didn't just build what I asked for. He put all that extra stuff in. And I'm like, oh, he's like a Zoom / Captain Rhubarb, like, the code equivalent of Dage. Like there's a difference between people like this. Like some people, they'll just do what you tell them to do. But then there's people that like they could just go above and beyond and they like start solving problems that haven't even been asked because they think about it in that depth. And those are the best people. So I was like, oh my God. And then I took out a Google Doc and I just wrote this like quick write-up of everything I wanted with housing. And I'm like, hey, can you make this happen? And he's like, yeah, sure. He was real responsible. He's like, as long as Zoom approves it. I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, okay. But and it was like, pretty basic. And then I handed it to him and he got the opening functionality done pretty fast. And then he's like, hey, I want you to check this out. And he showed me this super primitive version of what you're doing right now where you could just move it and scale it. And I'm like, is this going to work on mobile? Like, should we be doing this? And he's like, oh yeah, sure. And he's like so chill. He's so like chill and relaxed. So he just goes and he builds this whole system and like, I'm smart enough not to stop him,
You're like, go on ahead.
Yeah, like, if there's something the players want and we can do it, like, we have to do it. And I hate saying this, right? But we've had team members that maybe didn't feel that way in the past, and I'm kind of grateful that like the current crew is not that mindset. Like, it's not that like everybody loved the game, right? But there's like, I don't know, like the crew we have now is like, it's a tight, it's really cool watching you do this. It's a tight, really good crew. I'm very proud of. I'm very proud of the current AQ3D team. So anyways, that's how housing finally got done. And like, I always tell people like, look, I ultimately do everything I say I'm going to do, but man, sometimes it takes a while. And I've been better at like, judging time. But in all of our meetings, right? Like, we're like, hey, let's not announce stuff. Let's show, not tell, right? Like, don't show stuff until it's ready to go. And
then you go around and give all sorts of promises and
That's right. That's why they don't let me on any of the streams anymore. Honored to be here. Thank you, MJ. Oh man, so like this Oracle class, we kind of violated this rule, right? And it was really close to being done, or at least we were told it was really close to being done. And then like there's always like 10 million things that need to be done. So we lost the person that was building the Oracle class, and we're like, all right, how do we pick up the pieces on this? Broom tool! So you're getting your Oracle class. It's coming. I wanted to rename it, but nobody else wanted to rename Oracle.
Aw.
I don't like the name Oracle. It's either, the Oracle from the Matrix or the database system. Like I liked Mystic, maybe was a little cooler. Gabrielle from Xena Warrior Princess called herself an Oracle in 2 of the episodes, but then they just stopped doing that and she became an Amazonian princess. True story.
I'm focusing. Oh, it's a little off still.
So I do have a story I can share with your chat that's probably worthy, and then I'll have to go put these small Final Fantasy players to slumber.
Okay. Uh-oh. I think I moved. Did I move my wall to the side? What?
So Artix Entertainment has been updating all of its games for 22 years this October. And, starting with the original AdventureQuest. And the original AdventureQuest was really, really, really a fun experience. Like, it was life-changing, right? Because I started off building the game completely by myself, and then we attracted the team out of the community. Like, huge success story. And we're still an indie game company, right? Just we have this disproportionate number of big wins. It's normally when a company does as well as we do, they sell out to somebody or... but we didn't. And, all right, Ramor. I've been playing them all off and on for 20 years. Heck yeah.
Oh, sweet.
And, when AdventureQuest got mature enough that nobody really wanted massive changes to it, we built Dragon Fable. And we built a sister game to Dragon Fable, which was MechQuest. And I thought MechQuest was perfectly ambitious. I love MechQuest so much. I loved all the games, but I like big stompy robots a lot.
Yes, he does.
And
then
then
my way.
I announced on a New Year's that we were going to build an MMO, and everyone's like, "What?" And then within 2 months, we had the working prototype, that became AdventureQuest Worlds. And then after that, we acquired Epic Duel and brought them onto the team, and up until this point in time, we had never done anything that wasn't just a success aligned with what our company and our values and our culture was, right? I didn't I quit MQ because of the dice rules. Yeah, sorry about that. Kind of ruined the whole thing. AQ Classic lets you bend the odds. Eventually we got better with those things, but the stat rules were a little brutal in that game.
Keep going,
So,
I'm listening.
Sorry, I hit mute and was coughing.
Oh.
I've been timing it. My cough's so bad, I'm sorry.
Oh, I've been coughing for years, so they're used to it on the stream.
I'm coughing so much, I'm like a vampire in my coffin. So, AdventureQuest Worlds was such a giant, complicated game, and, we evolved it just, steadily over time, and we tried building a sister game to that one, which was Hero Smash, and that one was the first game we ever had, mixed reactions on. I wish we would have just made it, AdventureQuest Worlds with capes. And somebody was literally like, Artix, you can't make it AdventureQuest Worlds with capes! I'm like, why not? And they're like, it's gotta be a new art style! And I'm like, well, let's do something, really stylized that we could, do something different. But it was, really, aged down. And I think we violated, our first rule is, we never made anything we didn't like really dig and want to play ourselves. And having those core values, like, you know, if you love creativity and RPG games and like, you know, power increase and like power fantasy and stat like progression, and like, then you need to build those things. And we really like, you know, especially back in the Flash era, like Flash was so perfect for us. It let us bend the rules, like things you should not have been able to do in programming, like Flash just served on a silver platter. It was like the greatest of times. And then, you know, they announced that Flash like was no longer supported on Apple devices, and we were like, well, FRUD, like, you know, like, and it was in 2012. It was still kind of in like unthinkable that Flash would ever actually go away, but then it started becoming like really reality. I don't know why I'm doing this history lesson. I want to tell a different story. I'll scoot it along.
Keep going. I want to point in, if he's still in here, this, how you have it where you can actually just add a block exactly where the last one was and then just move it from there, so it's already in the position, the size, and the alignment you like. This is a beautiful feature. I love this feature. So go on.
Thanks, watercolors. And hi, Ziki Pup.
What happened to Flash?
Well, you know, Flash was getting all kinds of stuff, and it really had a lot of security problems. Like all those, all of Windows, like prior to like Windows 11, has a lot of security problems. Like, so. What would happen? Do you guys want to get scared? You want like a security scare of like how bad things happen? Because our games are safe, right? We don't like we make our living out of the trust that we deliver safe things and people play them, and like that's important to us. So our stuff never ever had anything dangerous in it. But other shady actors out there were, well, I don't make anything. I just want to like get control of your computer and like get access to your bank account. So they would, you know, put this stuff into like, there was like browsers just had vulnerabilities baked into them. Like it didn't matter if you had antivirus or what, like you would just browse to the wrong website and they would like show an ad from one of these like shady people. And then bam, they have control of your computer like forever, and you're on a botnet and you don't even know that you're like DDoSing people because you're just on the botnet.
Oh, wow.
And the internet was like such a scary place in those early days, because like this stuff was evolving so fast, and like nobody ever talked about how bad it was. Anyways, so there's your horror movie technology thing. So see, now we're both coughing. Synchronized coughing. So we really wanted to build this 3D MMO. And if you go all the way back to the beginning of the original AdventureQuest, I was a huge fan of Tony Robbins has this thing called constant and never-ending improvement, Kanai. In Japanese, it's Kaizen, right? Like it's just, you know, constant, never-ending improvement. Is it sure, maybe something's not as good as you want it to be now, but if you just commit to making it better, like maybe every week, then eventually, inevitably, you'll get there. But there was a thought in my head, because I loved, like I played, like I am an old school gamer. Like I grew up in the Ultima era, you know. I grew up in, hi CPig77. This is AdventureQuest 3D. It's on everything. PC, Mac, phones, tablets, Android, Apple. You can go to aq3d.com. So like, when the first MMOs came out, like I played Meridian 59, I played Ultima Online, I played EverQuest, I played Asheron's Call, like all those like early, like I used to play, you know, BBS door games and then MUDs on Telnet. And I really wanted to make a 3D MMO one day. But while I'm sitting there making these like terrible, like we're talking like 2002 original, like it was called Land of Rising Evil. My art was so bad. And if you were to sit there and go, yeah, this guy's going to make a 3D MMO. Uh-huh. It was so bad. But it turns out that thing is true, because it wasn't a direct line, but it was always a dream of me and frankly everybody on the team, especially Zoom. So eventually we were like, okay, well, there's this thing called Unity, and it's really catching a lot of steam. And we went out to E3 and we were meeting with all these companies and stuff, and the guy was we met David Eckelson, one of the founders of Unity, and it was like so cool to like just sit there in a room with him for like 30 minutes. Like they had these like, you know, conference rooms and stuff, and he's like, yeah, you should go build your thing on this technology. We're gonna have this Flash exporter, and I'm like, so this is gonna be able to export to Flash? He's like, oh yeah, definitely. And Flash was doing this 3D thing called Molehill at the time. So we're like, okay, we're gonna build a 3D MMO for Flash, because we figured Flash was never going away. And we built that first. It was called Legends of Lore, or Legend of Lore. Legend, yeah, singular. And it never ran in Flash. We almost got it to compile using their thing, but we were using the Unity plugin for the first version. There's still screenshots of it online, and you know, a lot of players actually played it. And then Adobe Flash dropped their 3D, well, they didn't drop their 3D stuff, but like it stopped being a thing, and Unity dropped the Flash exporter completely. And we're sitting there like, oh my god, like we put darn near $1 million into the development of this, and the technology's dead. Like the assets were not good enough to not be a web game. Like you wouldn't compete with like, you know, real games with those graphics, and it was too like advanced to be a mobile game at the time, and we were dead in the water. And my response to this, because then we were, you know, aware that Flash was like cruising for a bruise, and so I'm like, okay, we're gonna have to learn Unity, guys. So I picked a project, we called it Battle Gems, and it was a simple like connect these gems and kind of like an RPG bolted. It was kind of a perfect game for Artix Entertainment. It really did hit our core values. I love Battle Gems. Like in terms of like a complete game that was like really fun. I know it has some jokes in it that like nobody would get anymore. Like we should go fix that, but never. Like that was when the Miley Cyrus like Wrecking Ball stuff was there, and like we made some jokes that just did not like, nobody would know what these jokes are referencing anymore. But I don't know if I've ever really told an honest version of like Battle Gems, like a brutally honest, because I've been, you know, embracing this brutally honest thing for the past couple of years, and it's been working a lot better. It's not that I was like a chronic liar or whatever, but I always hyped everything to be super positive, like all the time. It was just, you know, nothing was ever bad. Everything was always super positive. And the brutal honest version of it was the game, like we had some people quit over it. Like we had all the programmers in the company kind of like together, and like it got so hostile and people just wouldn't work with other people, and like it was just a mess. It was supposed to be like a 2-month project. It went on for like gosh knows how long, and we did learn how to do Unity, but man, we took a beating during that. So Battle Gems finally released, and it got best new game on the Apple App Store when it launched.
Nice.
But financially, like I don't think it could have paid one person's salary. Like it was so disappointing. Like this, it just, but it didn't matter, right? Because we had to learn Unity and C# and stuff. So I'm going to take a moment here. Darches2 says, Battle Gems falsely advertised linking the Dragon Slayer General upgrade with AQW. It doesn't work, money lost. Is there any chance we can get alternate colors? One, if you got that problem, contact player support and they can hook you up. And he asked about Undead Assault, which is great because I'm going to explain that story next. Okay, so you contacted player support, but they weren't able to help you with that? Because we should have that should have been stripped out of there now. I can explain all these things in fantastic, brutal honesty, because these mobile games are the bane of my existence now. Okay. Is this your Darshes? Is this your AQ world's name? Or if not, can you post your AQ world's name into chat?
Or if you don't want to do that, you can send it to me. The massively overpowered is a whisper, and I can give it to Artix.
Yeah, right here. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna contact player support and have them just put those battle gem rewards on you. I'm sorry you went through that. So, so we made battle gems, and then this was like, really old version of Unity, right? And with Flash, we would make something in, say, 2002, and it still runs. But not so much with Unity. And there was a learning curve of things that you never would have thought to learn with Unity. So after Battle Gems, I'm like, well, we have some more team members, new guys. Let's train them up. And we did Undead Assault, and I teamed up with the guys from Cookie Clicker. Huge fan of Cookie Clicker. And we teamed up and made AQ Dragons. And then like the LLCP2 compiler thing came out, and the App Store was going to drop any app that didn't use this new, like, the 64-bit app compatibility or whatever. It's the new thing. And then, like, suddenly none of our games were compatible with the App Store anymore. They wouldn't take them off your devices, but they weren't listed anymore. And we're like, okay, well, let's just recompile the stuff with the new stuff. And they go, you can't. I said, what do you mean you can't? And they said, well, we were using all these like third-party plugins for Facebook Connect and for how like we did the graphics and stuff. And these companies all went out of business, and we can't update because we don't have versions of the code that are compatible with this new thing. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And then Atago says, did you just trap yourself inside your house?
I did. Momentarily.
So then I'm like, what are we gonna do? We had AdventureQuest 3D at this point, right? Because we did a Kickstarter and we raised the funds to go finish the game. And we built it and we launched it. And then we got hit with the same thing for AQ3D. But we did not build AQ3D using like tons of third-party stuff, except for that one ad thing, which to anybody that experienced that thing where like our ads were like broken for a real long time, where you couldn't get dragon crystals from ads. That's what happened. We had to like drop that thing, and then we had to go find a new one, but that wasn't our priority. So man, like Battle Gems and Undead Assault and all these things became these huge liabilities, because all of our teams, like, working on AdventureQuest 3D, AdventureQuest Worlds, and all the big projects, nobody has time to go and rebuild these like kind of, sizable, like small projects. So we tried hiring this company in India to convert Battle Gems to make it compatible with all the things so we could re-release it. And that just did not go that well. Like, and again, back on the core values of the company, we've always done everything in-house. Like we never like outsource anything. We thought that this kind of project would be a good fit for us because we don't have the resources, but we could hire somebody. But that is just not something we ever want to do again. It was terrible. Rollith just bit the bullet, took over the project, and he got it like fixed. And it wasn't perfect. Like, we just had lots of problems. So anyways, Battle Gems got put back up. And Dragons and Undead Assault are stuck in that state still. If you've had them on their device, they still work, but you can't get them on the App Store right now. And that's going to lean into where the story is really going. Because I think there's a theory like, hey, like, why don't we build like just a ton of games? And the answer is because you have to maintain them all. And having a smaller number of really high quality games that you're really committed to fits our core values better. Like, it's what we do. Like, the weekly updates is really our thing. Like, it's crazy, right? But it's our thing. But at the same time, we do need to be able to, like, build things. Yeah, Oversoul. So, for, I don't know, in 2019, and I think 2019 is a pretty critical year, right? Because if you go through the history of games, like you go all the way back to like 1982, when all of this first generation RPGs, you had, you know, Ultima and Wizardry and like all these like super RPG franchises came out, and they were just so amazing. Thanks, Gold Raven. Good call there. And then they made like, you know, version 2 of all those and version 3 of all those, right? And like they kept making them. But then something weird happened. In the turn of the 90s, everybody was panning all the new games. They had a dual problem. Old players wanted the games to get more interesting and complicated, but there was a huge new audience of gamers coming onto the scene. And the new gamers didn't want it to be as complicated. They wanted it to be more fun. But if the games, like, you know, some of the Ultimas that got panned tried to like make things easier, and then they lost their hardcore fans because they're like, like if the internet would have existed, it would have just been madness, rage, right? Like nothing's ever changed throughout history, right? Just our ability to communicate has gotten better. So then all of those companies are gone by like 2002. They're just gone. All of them are gone. Like mostly they petered out over the 90s, and then like the last holdouts like went, with maybe the exception of Baldur's Gate, which kind of came in later. So the thing that like the trend, right? And you know, I feel like we need to talk about Diablo for a second, because if you go all the way back, there's this game called you know, Rogue, right? And it was like a mainframe. It started on mainframes, moved to computers, and it was this dungeon crawling D&D like experience that was made with like ASCII characters, like text. And it was huge. And like people like loved it. And we had this entire genre called roguelikes, which are based on that game. And in 1998, I believe, Diablo 1 dropped. And if you've ever played that game, it was like life-changing. Like the moment they released that game, they took Rogue, right? They took the foundation of Rogue, they added these like Skinner box like drop mechanics on it, and then they themed it dark as heck. Like that was a gritty, dark, evil game. The smell of death surrounds me. And kind of like Dracula rising from the grave every 100 years, there are like these games that kind of like resurrection of like these old things, but like with a new skin on it. Just like, you know, the Skyrim, right? Like, and you can draw a little more of a straight line with Skyrim, but like Skyrim, like it just like perfectly like reinvigorated what had started with Ultima Online, you know, or Ultima Underworld. And I played all the Elder Scroll games up until I've played them all, and like just, I don't know, like every like 10-20 years you see these like games emerge that just take something old, add something new, and are really inspired and like change the genre. I think Baldur's Gate is the most, like the new one is like 3 is the most recent, because that game defied everything by going back to having the stat roller and doing all the things that everybody said you shouldn't do. And the reason I'm saying all this is because when a company goes through their bad period, like when, you know, the Ultimas and the Wizardries all got like you know, destroyed by their fan bases and nobody wanted anymore. When a company survives that, which is really rare, and they start like merging in with like new technology and going to the next level, it's big question marks of what's going to happen. And I'm thinking about the future of arts entertainment, because we survived the bad period. Now, I'm declaring it officially from like 2015 to 2019 was like that was the rockiest time in our history. And we have a lot of fallout for it. And I think there's a lot of like, you know, we could probably talk, like we do a TED talk on conceptions about things and things that were right that were bad back then that we just don't do them anymore. Like we kind of got back in touch with our core values. And it's important to know who you are. Creativity, game art, coffee, like these are things that
Coffee.
I love. Yeah, it's a part of the culture. Getting the coffee and, you know, looking at all the art that our creative, like talented people are making and like making stuff with them, like that is adding numbers and crazy stories and doing goofy stuff and kind of not caring too much what anybody else like that hates this stuff thinks, because we're not making it for them. We're making it for the people that love it. And I think for a while we were trying not to offend people so hard that they weren't playing the game anyways. And we were trying to like solve their problems. And now we know that we're making it for the people that love our game, and we're listening harder to the correct voices. Because some people complain and then you'll fix it. And then the people that were playing were like, why'd you do that? I hate this change. And then the people that were complaining were like, oh, it's nice you fixed it, but I'm not going to play your game anyways. So stupid.
Yeah, that's a crazy one to listen to. All right, well, give me a half second here because, folks, we actually need to sign off on OPTV because our stream time, we kind of went over it just a little bit. But I want to thank all of you for coming and joining us here, hearing some amazing Arctic things. But don't go away, because if you follow us on the raid, we will be hitting the Ducky channel and having some Ducky spawns. So thank you so much for supporting here, everybody. You are amazing. And the stories will continue. So thanks so much, everyone. I'm going to give you a link to the post. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you don't get to go yet, though. If you want to check out the Stream Team calendar or leave your thoughts on the post, or if you want to leave any ideas or anything that you want to share with Arctics, feel free to put it there in the post. I can pass it along to him, or he can go read it himself. It's always easy to do it that way. And we'll look forward to seeing you all next time. So until then, see you soon!